Okay guys, God, I'm so excited. I'm here in Surigao City. Thought I'd give you guys a quick riding tour. I'm heading out to the beach, actually this little beach place. Yeah, I'm checking out this little beach place. I'll put up a map up where I'm going. But right now I'm in a really unique part of town and I didn't realize it until I was kind of looking more about it. I'm in this place called Little Venice, and you're gonna see here in a minute is you've got all these weird, it's actually, everything's built up on stilts. Everything, it's up over the water, man. Really trippy. But yeah, man, I just thought I'd give you guys a quick riding tour. I'm out riding around. I'm in Mindanao, Surigao City. I've worked my way down over the past couple days. I had a rainy past couple days. Oh yeah, so we're starting to see it over here to the right. This area is built up on stilts, man. Pretty trippy. Yeah, right here. Oh, there's an apartment for rent. Oh my gosh, it's all that is built up over water. Man, that's wild. All right, well anyways, here in Surigao City, and you know, one of the things that I'm discovering as I'm out here for a little bit is these types of towns, man, I'm really just a big fan of. You know, these towns that are around 170,000, that kind of size of town, just great. You've got multiple universities here, college universities, so you know, that brings a lot of advantages with it, right? So you've got cheap housing, right, for college students. But two, you typically have got a lot of restaurants and eateries. Plus, let's be honest, right, dating options is another kind of factor there, which, you know, I've been here now, what, a day and a half, and, you know, there's not a lot of foreigners here, so you really kind of stand out in the dating world, as I've noticed. So, but yeah, man, really digging it out here in Surigao City. This is a town I'd really like to kind of spend a lot more time in. The other thing about this town is it's known for its island adventures. I think it's whatever the gateway to island adventures is kind of its other nickname. And the reason because of that is, and I'll put it up on the map too, all around here are just all these islands that you can get to along the water here, the coast. There's all these tour companies and boats that you can catch to do some island hopping and get out to some of these other islands, including the Surigao Island, which is super popular, right? But yeah, man, I'm really liking it out here so far. Like I said, I like to spend a lot more time out here. Maybe, you know, a good month. We're just kind of exploring, and then also to get out to some of these neighboring islands. But I was just looking also too on the map as far as getting the drone up, so I'm excited. I think the destination that I'm going to, I can get the drone up and fly that around. So, because I really like to give you guys some aerial views of these cities. You can just kind of get an idea of the size and the scope, and you know, just the overall landscape. So I'm hoping to do that. I think it's just outside the no-fly zone. There is an airport here, so there is a kind of a no-fly zone in the major area downtown here because the airport's really close. So, you know, and a lot of that stuff I don't necessarily know. I don't want to say it doesn't matter. Like the Philippines is super casual on stuff, but you know, I just that kind of thing I don't really like to mess around with. So if I'm in the proximity of an airport and the DJI Fly app says otherwise, I try not to fly. So, but anyways, man, so that's what we're up to in this video. Just kind of showing you around Surigao a little bit. I'm driving around. I'm actually, not really a downtown. I haven't really noticed one in the area. So, but you know, in a busier area coming up right now, around, looks like there's a couple universities here around me. So yeah, just kind of a Surigao City tour. Yeah, I get a lot of hey Joes, man. Yeah, Mindanao is the road less traveled for sure. And Leyte is too, you know, where I live. But yeah, I'm digging it, man. I do. I like the more, more authentic Philippines experience, I would say, you know, where kind of not so many foreigners. Since I've been here a couple of years now, it's kind of what I'm liking more and more. Just friendlier people, all in all. Yeah. I've got 13 minutes to my destination, so I'll cut out bits and pieces of it. Here's a little market over here to the left, some fresh fruit, veggies. Oh, the mangoes look really good, man. I've become a big fan of mangoes. I freaking love the mangoes here. They're absolutely delicious. Mangoes, and there's another fruit. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it up here. It's kind of like a grapefruit. starts with a P. But yeah, a lot of the fruits here, man, unbelievable, absolutely incredible. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, another university here. Yeah, I was just saying, you know, the thing about picking these towns, when you're looking at towns to live in, if you're looking to move out here, I do think a big factor should be another university on my left. Yeah, should be, you know, colleges, and picking a town that just has at least one university, right? There's so much more going on when you do that. Yeah, look at the trikes up here. There's so much more going on in the town. You've got cheap housing, you've got accommodations, you've got restaurants. You know, it just gives you so much. My current town that I'm in Palampon, there's one university there, and you get, man, that town just completely dies down when school's not in session. So you definitely see the difference. But I like it out there. Super quiet. This is definitely a much bigger town. You can already, I get the feel for it right away when you're out. It has a good vibe to it. Definitely has got some traffic for the trikes, but I like being on a motorcycle. You can get in and out pretty easily. Like another little market here. Definitely a little bit on the warm side. The thing you want to know your motorcycle, that's for sure. Know your transportation. You got to be able to roll slow, right? Lots of slow maneuvers. It's all good. Speaking of which, I am getting really used to this motorcycle now. I'm a big fan of the NX 500. We got, looks like 5,500 kilometers on it so far, so which isn't too bad. You know, got some miles on it. Big fan of it. I have had one issue with it so far, and that's when I have weighted down, right, when I got all my gear and that. I am noticing a little bit of the front end getting light, and it's got some wobble in it when I get some speed going. But other than that, man, it's been a great bike. Really, really dig this machine. All right. Yeah, it's kind of a cruise through Surigao. Gonna get through this traffic here in a little bit. Out of the way of this car. Roads are small. A little bit of traffic. Here's the water. Oh man. Got kids down there playing on the beach. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, man, I dig traveling around this country. I don't know. If you guys are into motorcycling around the Philippines, I highly recommend it. I absolutely love it. Just such a good time, man. Friendly people, good vibe, good energy, no real concern for safety or otherwise. You know, just dig it, man. Really, really good. The hard part about it is, honestly, is finding one, a good motorcycle dealership, and then two, along with that, finding a good mechanic. Now, you know, no worries if you're mechanically inclined, right? But how many of us are bringing our tools with us? You know, so yeah, it's just that's kind of the bigger challenge. You know, it's the wild, wild west in a lot of ways. So, but I love the riding out here, man. It's freaking incredible, just gorgeous. I've rode most of this time all by myself, never worried about personal safety, any of that. It's just people friendly, hi, and waving. It's just absolutely dig it. Highly recommend it if you're a motorcycle enthusiast like myself, man. You gotta come out and ride the Philippines. And the other thing along that's really shocking to me is, you know, I've been on bikes for a while now. I haven't rode all my life, but I rode since 2015. you know, when I was back in the United States, you know, I'd go to the motorcycle expos and whatnot in Denver when they were around, and there was a couple of them. I never saw one motorcycle tour company out of the Philippines. Not one, man. I saw a lot, of course, Thailand and that kind of deal. In Laos, I believe that there was one or two that I saw, definitely a ton of Thailand, but I didn't see anything for the Philippines. And gosh, that just really surprises me how incredible the riding here is and how accessible it is and just easy. You know, I mean, really, you can come out here, you can hop on a bike and just ride, man. There's people, there's gas stations, there's all this stuff. You know, it's not hard at all. It's super easy to kind of get around. You know, especially once you've done a little bit, you know, the ferries can be a little bit tricky to navigate, but now with AI and you can research ferry times and all that, you know, just really, I don't know, it just surprised me that there wasn't more about Philippines riding. And so I'm happy to kind of do whatever I can. I've considered starting up a motorcycle tour business, as a lot of you guys know, but you know, the visa situation here doesn't allow that kind of deal, but whatever, man. Anyways, just kind of chatting while I'm riding. But I love it. You know, when I moved out here, I wasn't intentionally or initially gonna be riding. Matter of fact, you know, some of you know this, but I was involved in a very serious motorcycle accident before I moved out here, and you know, I sold my bikes and everything. I wasn't planning on riding again. But out in this country, it's actually hard not to ride, man. It's such a two-wheel environment. So eventually I did start riding. I bought a scooter when I first came out, and then a couple of bikes now. And then I just love riding out here. I really do. It's just absolutely incredible. I'm so glad I'm back into it. As I couldn't imagine being out here without a motorcycle. I mean, you can get by in a car, but same thing with a car. I mean, even worse, trying to find a mechanic to work on it is, I mean, there's hardly any auto mechanic shops. So, some gorgeous views here. I really hope when I get to this place that I can get the drone up for you guys to show you some aerial footage of the city a little bit. Granted, I can't fly too much in the downtown area just because of there is an airport right there, but I think you should be able to see a little bit of the city. I hope so anyways. But, all right guys, well, I got like 5 or so minutes to the destination, and I don't want to make the video too long, so I'll pop the video off here, and we'll pick it up when we're down at the beach, so I'll be right back. All right, man, I made it down to Pebble Beach, and I can see why it gets this name. Check it out all through here. These really big pebbles, really unique, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it on the beaches here. Really big rocks and pebbles lined up here with boats. It's beautiful. You know, the wind, there's a little bit of a wind, but I still think I can get the drone up. So I'll give you guys some aerial footage here. I'll finish the video off here with some pretty cool aerial footage. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get footage of Surigao. It is on the other side, really gorgeous. So I'm not far, maybe 20 minutes out of town, right on this beach area right here. Looks gorgeous. So like I said, we'll finish up with some drone footage, and really appreciate everyone watching and tuning in. I'm planning on doing some big trips now through this trip. I'm gonna hook up with a buddy named Jim down in Mabua City here in the next couple days. We're gonna spend a couple days there, and then we're gonna shoot on down to Mabua and film all that area there. Maybe I'll go all the way down to Davao City. I'm not quite sure. So kind of life in the Philippines day by day, so just kind of figuring it out as I go. As usual, really appreciate everyone watching. Stay tuned for some drone shots. And Bean, feed the little wolf.